because I could not agree to many things that he was doing. He had wanted a Mr. Yesa. He had wanted somebody to agree to corruption, somebody who can agree to killings of young people. I told him off. I told him no. And I said, I cannot agree.
All right.
Because I want to tell these members of parliament and put them into perspective. To start with, William Ruto was complaining not about people being bribed with the 10 million. He seemed agitated that the 10 million bribe that was given did not reach the members. That's what appeared to be disturbing him. He didn't have a problem with the corruption per se. He seemed pained that somebody has paid 10 million, and he was asking the members of parliament, did you receive the money? And they were there saying, no, we did not receive, which means he was confirming that him and members of parliament have a working relationship, and he was trying to find out whether this bribe reached those people.
MPs were paid 500,000 each for him to be impeached.
Members of parliament were paid 500,000. Members of the Senate were paid 10 million shillings each to impeach me by William Ruto.
Senators wakapewa 10 million. What do you really think all this is all about? You as an individual, are you safe? Are you feeling being safe that maybe you are in a good zone in this country? Even agreed that he will be accountable if possible kama price anaweza simama correspond. Of all those members of parliament who impeached him, alisema kwamba President William Ruto akona all the details and the written documents zenye zinaonyesha vile maybe ameshirikiana na hao ma MPs na ma senators kumu-impeach Rigathi Gachagua. Meaning, in case any MP anaweza jaribu kukiuka maneno ambayo waliwaelewana, hawezi enda mahali kwa sababu the MP he or she is already trapped kwa wale wenye wali-support motion ya impeachment ya Rigathi Gachagua. So chochote chenye chochote ambacho rais amejishirikisha kuhusiana na corruption ni amedocument.
He monitors all these MPs. You can ask me, I was his deputy. He has a file on each one of them. All this money he was bribing them, he has recordings. Ask me, I was his deputy. There is another senator who went to collect some money from some businessmen from Nakuru. I've even seen the video. You know, he has all these recordings for all these bribes, for all these things the MPs have been doing. William Ruto is a smart man. He knew one day these guys can shortchange him and they can abandon him. So he knows that next year there will be mass exodus. So this multi-agency team he has formed is to collect evidence and create files on all leaders in Kenya. And he'll call them one by one. I hear you want to leave UDA and go to DCP and go to Wiper. This is your file. Try. Next week you are in court. Same for governors, same for everybody. Why would William Ruto want to take over investigations? He said when he formed the government that he'll make sure the National Police Service is independent. He'll give it money. He'll make sure judiciary is independent. He'll make sure the DPP is independent. Today he is saying he wants to form a multi-agency team under the office of the president to deal with corruption. I can tell you, and I want to tell these members of parliament, you will have to stick with William Ruto to the end. You'll go home together, because the minute you try to move and abandon him, like it happened to Moi in the year 2002, he will have a file on all of you. So all those senators who took money during my impeachment, all those MPs who took money during my impeachment, all those MPs who took money for the finance bill, all those MPs who have been taking money from William Ruto and his cronies for various things in parliament, William Ruto has a file on each one of you, and none of you will be able to abandon him. For the money that you took, you have to stick with William Ruto up to the ballot. And you try, and you tell me, you have seen already, the EACC after William Ruto spoke, That is a script. You can see how good it is. The minute he spoke, the EACC said William Ruto has done that. That's done well. He says we are 4 governors now at the radar. And you see the governors at the radar. Kimani wa Matangi, because he doesn't agree with the Kimani Ichung'wa in Kiambu. So they are using that file to coerce him politically. And what will happen now, this multi-agency team, it has been outlawed by the court, but he's still for it. They are going to create files to enable William Ruto to deal with people like ourselves, who don't agree with him, and to hold all those leaders who are with him, who may want to abandon him and go to another political party.
Right. Do we really need to continue just being in a relaxed nature without maybe kufuatilia tujue vile maybe tunafaa kusaidiana na hawa viongozi? I don't know. I think we need to focus. Aliguzia Moses Wetangula kidogo na mambo na parliament, akasema kwamba the parliament is totally controlled by executive, which is against the law of this country.
Said Mr. President, you told us to pass the finance bill, we passed for you. You told us you won't share, we were here until 10 p.m. You told us to do this, we were there. All those things, they don't do it on behalf of the people of Kenya. They do it for William Ruto, and he pays them for it. Of course, we must say there are few members of great integrity and who have a moral conscience who have refused to take money from William Ruto. And they are all his enemies. He is harassing them using KRA. He is harassing them using DCI. And I know using this multi-agency team. All those members who refuse to take money from him are going to be on his radar.
The National Assembly inafaa ikuwe totally independent from the executive ama judiciary. The National Assembly ambayo ni legislature inafaa ikuwe totally independent. But why is the National Assembly trying to involve itself in executive programs whereby some of the individuals could engage in executive programs ambazo haziko hata related na law making, law amending and other things zenye zinafaa kufanywa kwa National Assembly? A very good example ni Senate, the Speaker of the National Assembly kujinvolve kwa mambo executive ambaye amejiingisha kama empowerment, ana play role ya ku represent sijui ni nani, na yeye ni mtu wa executive. Tangulini yani na yeye ni mtu wa legislature. Tangulini legislature kanza kwenda kuwakilisha mtu wa executive mahali huyu amekosa kuattend.
People of Kenya have told us in no uncertain time they don't care who, they want one candidate to face William Ruto. We have a responsibility to restore this country. We have a responsibility to bring an end to extrajudicial killings and abductions. We have a responsibility to bring an end to corruption and misappropriation of public funds. And that can only happen when William Ruto is one term. And for that to happen, we need to produce one candidate to face him. Kenyans will not forgive any one of us, any one of us who plays around with that unity. And I can tell you, all of us have committed, and I will be persuading my colleagues that we publicly sign a pact with the people of Kenya, committing that all of us, each one of us will support whoever is picked and none of us will go astray. So that whoever goes astray, will be a traitor to the Kenyan cause. So there will be unity, there will be one candidate, and I believe and I trust that candidate is the man seated opposite you tonight.
That's why alikuwa anajaribu kufahamisha ni aje inawezekana huyu jamaa anajincludeisha, yani this guy could include himself kwa mambo ya empowerment, sijui nini mambo yenye anakuwa yanafanywa na deputy president. Is that not violating the protocol of the law? alizungumzia mambo na SHA. Amesema SHA ni kipindi. Out of 800 million, kitu kama hiyo, I'm not sure, but alisema kitu kama 800 million budget ya ingegharamia mambo na NHIF. Sorry, kati ya kutoka 800 million mambo yenye yangegharamia mambo ya NHIF, walileta pesa zikaenda hadi 104 billion ambayo imekuwa sacrificed for SHA. Why do you think hizi pesa zote zinakuja hapa na zinatoka wapi na ni nini inafanyika hadi zinakuwa raised? Anyway, as you continue meditating about all those information zenye angeshare, just let us have a quite good moment ya kuinternalize whatever we need to do. So by now, let me just give you time also. If you have anything to share, just write on the comment section. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to me and your time. This is Plains and Felix. Bye.